Hello, beautiful earth angels. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to turn Instagram on. Okay, awesome. All right, I hope everybody can hear me. I'm using a new mic. Welcome to transmission number 99, your fuel for 2025. Your fuel is how you want to feel as you move through the day. It literally fuels your body and your energy body like gas fuels a car. Your fuel is the foundation of receiving angelic pain relief. Choosing a fuel for 2025 is done with the awareness that you will be clearing the shadow of that fuel as part of the process of achieving angelic pain relief. So I want to welcome everyone who is going to be here live today, everyone connecting with the replay. I'm so happy to be here with you. My intention with these transmissions, hi Lauren, is to create a space of transformation, that you come one person and you leave another. And we do this by shining a light, shining our heart light on the pain, the wounds, the traumas, the issues, and the tissues, right? Bringing them to the surface, normalizing the fears, dispelling the fears, and transforming them. Of course, when we gather together, we are more powerful. In these transmissions, I'll be sharing teachings from my debut book, Receiving from Your Angels, for practices to heal your pain with angel love, and an angel meditation or activation to help you to relax and cherish your body, to trust your intuition to the next level, to receive angelic pain relief. Right? My job as an angel coach, my name is Jill Kempner, angel coach and author. As an angel coach, my job is to help you receive your angel's love, right? And we do that through the relax, release, and receive process. We do that through opening up to the angelic realm, to your guardian angels, to your soul. And then we do that by tending to the pain, the wound, the part that's suffering, that's struggling in that moment. And I think sometimes it can be challenging, right? My clients, when you have like 5 things going on and you're like, what am I supposed to focus on first? And what I like is when you bring it, when you invite the angels, they show you, right? They shine a spotlight, a pinpoint, a laser. Okay, this is what you focus on. If you focus on this pain, this wound, this issue, everything else is going to fall into place. Love that download, angels. So just listening for a second. So I'm an energy healer. And I work with angel Reiki, IET, crystal healing to heal, to transform that pain, that issue in the tissue, whatever you're working on, right? Whether it's physical or emotional, your angels have the answer. So my job is to make you an awesome angel receiver, right? Whether you coach with me, whether you're one of my students, my energy healing students, I'll be teaching angel Reiki in the new year. So excited about that. I'll be talking more about that. I just wrote another piece about it. I'm trying to write at least a weekly blog about my experience with Reiki, one aspect of it or another. And so I ask that everyone who is here live, everyone who's connecting with the replay, to be surrounded in a circle of unconditional love, protection, miracles, and joy. And so there's workers in the alley today, so hopefully they won't be too loud. They're working on, I don't know, I think it's AT&T. All right, so I feel like this Mercury retrograde is not going to end. No, I'm kidding. Happy Tuesday, Trusting Tuesday. Happy December. We're just a little bit away from the winter solstice, the end of the year. So exciting. And transmission number 99. This is so fun because, I often don't sometimes I get the answer right away to what I'm going to talk about. And other times I'm like, what is going to happen? And I did pretty much right away after the last live get the download that we were going to talk about your fuel for 2025. And what's really kind of interesting, just this like interesting synchronicity, is that this is transmission number 99, right? 2 9s, double 9. And next year, 2025, is a universal 9. So remember, this year, universal 8, right? 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. So this has been an 8 that we've been in, and that was about your personal power, finding your peace, your inner peace, and attaining prosperity, right? Looking at where your prosperity leaks, right? Your abundance leaks, and cleaning those up. And so much more. I mean, there's so much more, right? 8 is so powerful because it's the infinity symbol, right? So that's an infinite energy between bringing spirit and matter together in the center. So there's a lot of symbolism always around the numbers, right? Numbers are a universal language, and the angels speak to us in numbers. So this is like our angel number class, right? Transmission. And we're talking about 2025, which is a universal 9. I'm going to talk a little bit about just the energy of 9, the angel number perspective and the numerology perspective. Not going to go deep into it because I'm not a numerologist. Mostly we're going to be talking about your fuel, which is the most important thing, right? It is the key to receiving love from your angels. It's the foundation of receiving angelic pain relief. And so, oh yeah, thank you. Also, there's something called an epicycle, which I had never heard of until I think 2017. And I was like, oh my gosh, right? We go from universal 1, universal 2, all the way to universal 9. So next year, 2025, which astrologically is going to be a year of change. Astrologically, I think all the outer planets are changing signs. Not to mention here in the United States, we're going to be changing administrations. So there's a lot of change on the horizon, both astrologically and personally, right? So there's this collective change. And then there's, of course, within that collective change, there's going to be this individual change that's happening. And I already feel that. So 9 in angel numbers is the time is right. Hello, welcome. Say hi if you're here. I'm going to hop on Instagram just to see who's here. Hello, Ursula, Gil, Susie. Good to see you, lovey. So the time is right. Ooh, I love that. Right. This is about 9 is about pursuing your passions, chasing your life purpose, which is funny because one of my cards today, which I actually took the time to read the book, was about that. So I was like, oh, synchronicity. Stop procrastinating and go after your dream. 9 is the number of service, charitable endeavors. It's sort of like get going. Some people say that 999, hi, Amy. If you've ever seen 999, like on a license plate or, different, the angels always talk to me in license plates, but anywhere you see the 999, they're saying it's like an alarm clock ringing to wake you up to do your life's purpose. So it can reflect a life of spiritual service or a time of focusing on others. So there is going to be, what I'm hearing the angels say about that is we as earth angels, right? As light workers, even if you don't call yourself that, are called to our next level of leadership, our next level of service, right? And what does that mean? We have to transform the ego. We have to transform those parts of us that resist service. So 9, so I took this really great course from Radley Valentine. I actually can't remember when it was, but I think it was last year. And so he gave us, it was really cool because there's the angel number version of what 9 means, and then there's the numerology version, and there's a lot of synchronicity between them, and there's some differences as well. So again, 9 with numerology is about purpose and selflessness. And that goes back to what the angels were saying. It's like, okay, this is why this is how it works with the fuel, right? Because your fuel, right, is the foundation of receiving angelic pain relief. What did I say in the opening, right? Your fuel, knowing that once you choose that fuel, you're transforming. That's awesome, right? Whether your fuel is joy or peace or awareness or unconditional love or compassion. We're going to actually hopefully get your answer today. You're going to be working on the opposite of that, right? Until you're fully embodied. So when we talk about 9 with the selfless service, right? It's the humanitarian, the philosopher, the idealist, the healer. He has self-sacrificing here. I think we're changing that, right? We're releasing the energy of sacrifice. Although I think the old school numerology, there was this energy of sacrifice and martyrdom and thinking that service is connected with that. And we're actually dispelling that, right? Service is, I am blessed and you are blessed. I am a blessing and you are a blessing. That's the new level of service. And that excites us, right? Part of why we don't want to step into our next level of service is we think it's about sacrifice, right? And martyrdom and putting ourselves last and becoming exhausted. And we're not doing that anymore. That's done. So 9 can be the energy of kindness and giving, creativity and art, being an artist. So more of our artistic energy is coming to the surface. But one of the key energies of 9, and then we'll go into talking more about your fuel, is completion, right? Because 9 is the last number of the single digits. And that's also why when the 999 comes up, the angel's showing me that again, right? It's like, wake up, do your life's purpose. Like this is the, like, come into the now and do it, right? Just do it. So yeah, there's going to be more. Part of the change is that we're stepping into more of our soul's energy, more of a service energy, and we're working consciously, purposefully to transform the shadow, to transform the ego. So I hope that resonates because that's all coming just through with downloads. Okay, so your fuel. That was a great class. Cool. I don't remember which class that was, but thank you. So yeah, and we're going to be ending that epicycle, right? Next year is the last year in that 9-year cycle. So 2026 is also going to be, I'm really heralding so much change. And we hope that through the change, our hope, our alignment, right, as channels of love, is that the change is going to be for our highest good and for our best good. And it's our job to invoke that, right, to align with that. And we need help. We need support with that, right? We need the angelic realm to help us stay in connection and alignment with our higher self. And that's what I feel your fuel does. So the angels wanting to bring us back all the way to my first practice in my book, right? Renew your devotion. Renew your devotion means I say, yes, I'm willing. I'm committed. And then you set your intention, right? And you get really, really clear about that. So your fuel, again, is how you want to feel as you move through the day. Guess what? You get to choose that. It's your anchor into the present moment. So when you're feeling scattered, oh yes, numerology, thank you. That's right, we took that class together, Lauren. I know, it was a great class, wasn't it? I forgot we took that together. That was so cool. When you're feeling scattered, right, discombobulated, pulled in all these directions, which happens to all of us, right? We're all human. It happens to me. It's like, whoa, wait, let me come back. What's my fuel? Oh, I'm devoted to receiving miracle mindedness from my angels. Man, I've been working on miracle mindedness this month. I did it last week and I'm doing it again this week. And it is showing me all my blind spots, all the places that I get in those sneaky negative thoughts where I get into, beating myself up. It's like really shining a light on that. And I'm grateful, right? I'm ready for that because I want to be in my next level of service as we step into the 9, right? That universal 9 next year. So I love this. Your fuel is your ground to the earth and your connection to the heavens. I'm just talking about fuel in these different ways so you can start to understand the power, the importance of your personal devotion. I feel the angels, talking directly to everyone here live, everyone who's going to connect with this replay, everyone who's ever going to listen to this, right? And here's the thing about this. Yes, this is a little specific because we're talking about 2025 and the energy next year, but the core teaching of your fuel could be for any time, right? You could watch this 5 years from now. And actually, it's kind of fun to go back and look at how much I've grown, right, from 5 years ago. Okay, I love that. So it's a focus. Your fuel is a focus on angelic pain relief. So what you're saying is, okay, I'm going to use peace. Okay, I am devoted to receiving peace from my angels. Peace is my fuel. Peace is my focus. Peace is going to open me, my heart, my mind, my body, those painful points, to the peace of, right? My soul, the angels, the divine. One thing I recommend with fuel, for especially when we go into the meditation and choosing your fuel for next year, right? Your word. It's kind of like the word of the year, but there's a little bit more not sure what the word is that's coming to me, but what I was getting at was you only want to choose one fuel. Why? Because one fuel has multiple shadows. And if you choose 3 fuels, well, I want to feel joy, peace, and abundance. Then you're going to have like 8, 9 fuels to be up against, and it's going to get what I've seen in the field work, what I've seen with my own, I walk the talk. I do a fuel. I choose a fuel every week. I choose a fuel for the year, the month, and the week. And they're all synchronistic, right? It's like just like there's multiple shadows of peace, right? There's multiple energies of peace, contentment, serenity. There's another one that's at the tip of my tongue. I keep hearing like Zen, equanimity, right? So here's what the angels are saying. Watch when you want to choose 3 or 4 different fuels for next year, because that's the ego, right? Wanting you really kind of to set you up for failure and sabotage, because you're going to be so much in the shadow when you're trying to manifest all these different fuels that you're going to want to give up, right? And I don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm here to help you with that. Okay. So the most important aspect of my coaching programs is to help my clients to choose a fuel, and then to support them in using their practice, their daily angel practice, which I help them create, to stay devoted to it. Right? The conscious embodiment of the fuel is what heals the pain. So your fuel is how you want to feel as you move through the day. And here's the thing, your soul is choosing the fuel, right? As guided by your angels. Your soul is guided by your angels, supported by your angels all the time. But what we're trying to do is let our humanity, our ego, our parts know that that's happening too. That's always happening above our conscious awareness. But we're trying to make it conscious by asking our ego to say, oh, the soul is here. Oh, the angels are here. Does that make sense? So your soul is guided by your angels, is choosing the fuel, not your wounded ego, right? And so watch it when you're like, I want this, and this, right? Like a kid in a candy store. And it's like, what's that still, quiet voice of your heart saying when we choose this word, fuel, right? And like my teacher says, the wand chooses the wizard, not the other way around, right? From the Harry Potter reference. So, and I'll be honest with you, we usually most earth angels don't have trouble choosing the fuel. Like, we know how we want to feel most of the time. Sometimes we can get confused and we can get kind of scattered, whatever. That's normal. The challenge is to stay devoted to it until all of the shadow is transformed. Last Tuesday, It was sometime in the afternoon because I did a live, and then I was teaching at Healing Angels. And I just remember like going into this like kind of like dark place. Like I was having all these negative thoughts and I was feeling like disappointed about all this stuff and in lack and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I'm in the shadow. Pull out the tools. And I just pulled out all the tools and affirmations and practices in my book and redevoting, and I shifted. Right. And I did feel literally stronger after that little, I guess, a little storm, you could call it, because I was conscious it was happening. This is the shadow of the fuel. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Okay. So that's where we need coaching support, right? We need coaching support, help, whether it's from a group or an individual. Not so much for that intention, but for the accountability and support to stay devoted to that intention. Remember, fuel and intention can be used synonymously. Right? And energy follows intention. So when we have the intention to feel peace, we're going to feel that peace. And then whatever's not peace is going to come up for healing. And that's where we need the tools. Yes, we need support, of course, coaching support. That's awesome. But you need tools to transform the fuel. And that's what my book provides, right? My book provides that relax, release, receive process that supports you in transforming that fuel, and all the other tools, right? The oracle cards, your meditation, your breath work, your affirmations. Okay. So this is what, and I just started talking about this, so it's perfect. Once you choose your fuel and begin to embody it, the opposite of that fuel, the shadow, comes up for healing. Now, I want to slow that down just a little bit. Wait, let me finish reading what I have here, and because I'm getting like a download at the same time. So let me finish, because I know I wrote a little bit of this. So this is when you want to double down on your practice, not throw it out the window, right? This is the biggest thing I help my clients do, is to stay committed to their intention, right? In the midst of that darkness, in the midst of the shadow, when the darkness comes up to be cleared, right? I support my clients in holding their highest healing vision for themselves of healing while they move up the spiritual mountain, right? Bringing back the teaching from a week or 2 weeks ago. So sometimes you can do, this is what the angels wanted to say, and I had to read that first, and then this would make more sense. Sometimes you devote to your fuel, and you're in your fuel for hours, maybe a whole day, maybe even a week, and it's like, whoa, this really works, right? And then the shadow comes and you do the work, right? You devote and redevote, you build spiritual mastery, right? That's the love, pain, love, pain, love cycle, right? You're in a state of love. Then we drop down back into pain, fear. And then what do we do when we're down here in the pain and the fear? Wait, I was just in love and now I'm in pain and fear. What do I do? How do I get back to love? Right? And that's where you use the tools. The magical mantra, the relax, release, receive process, one of the angel meditations. I mean, there's other tools too. I'm just sharing what works for me, right? And I know it works because I work it. So I feel confident that it works. That I can be confident about. So wait, okay. Here's what I've noticed, and I thought I wrote this down, but maybe, yeah, I'm going to keep reading because I feel like I wrote this down. So your fuel is anchoring. So you've chosen the right fuel or the correct fuel, right? Because immediately it will feel good and it will feel comforting and it will feel supportive. This is what I was trying to say. Sometimes that lasts an hour, a day, hours, day, a week. But as you grow, and I wrote it down here, the more you spiritually mature, right? The faster you will feel the shadow and need to use the tools to shift it. So although that's a message for everyone, that's a specific message for those of you who've been doing this for years with me. Okay. Hello, welcome. So I offer the energy work support to clear the shadow of your fuel, right? In every single healing session. So in a healing session, I pull an oracle card, right? I pull an archangel card, not just any oracle card. I want to clarify that. I pull an archangel. Every single client that comes into my space, whether they're coaching with me, whether they're doing a healing package, right? Whether they're doing a single session, I still have a few of those open. They receive an archangel card, and that archangel helps my client to embody the fuel and experience pain relief at the same time, as well as clearing the shadow of the fuel. Clearing the shadow of the fuel is the angelic pain relief you're seeking. Right? And remember, the archangels, why do I choose an archangel, right? I mean, there's so many reasons. They're the heartbeats of God. They're the embodiment of unconditional love, the vibration of unconditional love. And they're not afraid of your shadow. So the clients who get results are the ones that do their DDP, right? The daily devotional practice, the angel practice, the spiritual practice, right? That I help you create. So in that first session, I say, okay, we're going to choose your fuel. We're going to look at the shadows. We're going to figure out where it is in your body. We're going to kind of create like a plan, a healing plan, a healing journey. And that includes that daily practice. And it's very simple. I mean, honestly, it can be 12 minutes long. 15 minutes if you want to stretch a little bit more. And then you can always do it twice a day. I have a lot of clients who I do it twice a day. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. Do it as much as you want, right? Or some iteration of it. The clients who heal the pain completely, so they don't have that pattern anymore, right, are the ones that double down on the practice when the shadow arises, not abandon it. Right. And here's the thing. And I say this with such compassion. If you have that moment where you're like, I'm abandoning my practice, forget it. It doesn't work. That's when I say, reach out to me, right? And we'll help you shift. Let's figure out which of the tools, let's get specific. Is it a little IET? Is it the Oracle card? Is it, wait a minute, I'm really actually not channeling energy while I'm listening to the meditation. I need to up level that. Whatever it is, we figure it out together. Right? We create those little micro shifts. So I walk with my clients each step of the way on their journey as they do the parts work, the mindset work, the angel work to heal the team, right? And all the coaching that I take, right? All the classes I take, I pull from that, right? So you don't have to take all those classes that I took because I'm bringing it in through the format of relax, release, receive. So I think that's good. I do have an acronym. We're going to do the meditation, but I have an acronym for fuel I like to share. So to think about because I know for some people I kind of have pushback, I don't like that word. Well, if you don't like that word, just use intention. You don't have to use that word. So F is for feeling. U is for understanding. E is for energy. And L is for love, right? So your fuel, again, is how you want to feel as you move through the day. You get to choose that, right? And remember, your thoughts are creating the feelings. The feelings are the magnet that are drawing those experiences to you. So if you don't like how you feel, right, we have to work on the mindset. We have to redevote and bring in some healing to the thoughts, which of course the angels can do, right? They can do anything. Which is why I love working with them, right? It was so funny because someone had said to me, oh, when you channel the angels, when you teach, you're not in your ego. And I'm like, yeah, that's the best part about it. I get to surrender all that and just be in their grace, and it does take time to trust and have faith. One of my cards was actually Archangel Michael and faith today, spiritual calling, which, like I said, felt like that number 9, right? The energy of service, selfless service, if you will, and stepping into the next level of our calling. Okay. U is for understanding. I love this. Your fuel helps you understand yourself better, and then in turn others. So, and why I have this acronym is like, okay, well, I don't know what my fuel is, right? Like, I have so many issues. I can't choose one, right? And then E, so understanding is this, knowing that the fuel, first of all, you're right. It's this, your fuel for 2025 is choosing you, right? The wand is choosing the wizard, but really it's your soul. Your soul is saying, okay, this is the highest vibrational fuel that's going to support you on the mission, right? That you set out, the curriculum, the divine curriculum that you set up for yourself. And I already know mine for 2025, and I'll share it with you at the end of the meditation. E is for energy. Fuel is energy. So it's like, well, what's the energy you want vibrating in your body? What's the energy you want in your heart, in your mind, in your aura? Yeah. And then L is for love, meaning that when you choose your fuel, and I think this is pretty obvious for most of us Earth Angels, like we don't want to choose like the negative, right? You want to choose the positive. You want to choose a divination of love. That's your fuel, right? Because the negative is the shadow. So there was something else the angels want to say. Oh yeah, before we go into the inner journey, if you're interested in hearing more about my coaching programs and hiring me as your angel coach, go to my website, jillkempnerhealing.com. And there's a tab called Free Conversation. And there's a little short questionnaire that you can fill out. Helps me help you. And it should only take like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It's a very short and sweet. And the breakthrough conversation is a very valuable conversation. It's free conversation over Zoom. It's about 60 minutes. And I help you. There's a lot of gifts that you walk away from. There's gifts, and then there's a couple bonuses. And you walk away from that offering with your fuel, with the fuel that's going to heal that pain. You also walk away with the angelic perspective of your pain. I'm going to tell you, this is what your angels are saying about your pain, based on the spiritual anatomy, right? Based on where it is in your body. So you're going to walk away with those two things, right? Whether we coach together or not. Of course, if we're a good fit, I will share the details of my coaching program with you. I have a 3-month program and a 6-month program. And then the bonuses are, I share an angel in the beginning. We do like a little meditation, and I share an angel invitation with you that you can start to do every day on your own. And then I also pull a bonus oracle card, right? I'm most likely going to work with an archangel. Maybe I'll be guided to like a guardian angel message, depending on what comes up, but most likely it'll be an archangel that will keep helping you, right? Embody that fuel and stay devoted to your divine connection and the healing that you set up for yourself, right? So I would love to have that conversation with you. I have a couple of openings left in December. So reach out, and oh gosh, I forgot last time to put it in the link. So please, angels, remind me on transmission 99 to put it in the link. Okay, so a couple things. Oh, I wanted to ask this. Do you already know your fuel for 2025? If you do, there's a little bit of a different flavor of the meditation. So I'm going to go here. Hi, Manacelli 28. If you know your fuel, let me know. If you know your word of the year or what you're working on, just looking on Instagram for a minute, let me know if you already know. Okay, so this is going to be a short inner journey to receive your fuel for 2025. Now, if you've already chosen your fuel, right, maybe you're going to receive a mantra to go along with that fuel. or maybe some like refinement or iterations of it. But you might just be bathing in the fuel, like, right? Getting used to what it feels like in your body. Maybe you're going to go, oh, now that's the shadow. Whatever comes up will be perfect, right? And again, remember, choosing just one fuel. It's probably your ego that wants to choose 3. And that's okay, right? You can say, oh, ego, thank you for choosing 3, but how about 1? Because why? I want you to get results. I want you to have success with this concept, with this, I want you to have success. I want you to have results. So I think that's everything. And then I'll pull a card at the end. I don't see anybody putting anything, so maybe you're still working on it. Maybe you have, and you know what? It's actually really, really normal. I want to say this before we go into the meditation, to have some resistance to the word, right? If you get the word and you're like, I want it, but I don't, you know what I mean? I want it, but I'm like, oh, that shadow is going to be intense. Then that's probably your word. If you feel that little bit of like, it's like a little tender, I don't want to say scary isn't quite the word, but there's a little kind of, trepidation is too big too. A little hesitation, right? A little resistance, like, I don't know about that. It's probably your fuel. All right, so we're going to work with Archangel Metatron. In my book, he is the angel who helps you choose your fuel and clear the shadow of it, because they're not going to leave you, right? The angels have your back. So Metatron is going to be here with your guardian angels and your soul, helping you to choose your fuel. So I'm so excited. Let's go into the meditation. So closing your eyes, if that's available for you, or just softening your gaze. And let yourself come into the present moment. Hi, Alif. And we're going to actually start by stepping in to your heart temple. And I often see the heart temple as a beautiful, tender pink. It's like pink and white. You're going to step into your heart temple in the center of the temple near the altar, on the center of infinity. Beautiful. And from here, start to ground. Breathe and ground. Feel your breath anchoring you into your body, into your heart, and on to the earth. See and feel your awesome roots of light flowing through your legs, through the soles of your feet to the Earth Star chakra, all the way down to the heart of Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, Pachamama. And let's take a breath there. Let's feel and receive the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Feel how you can breathe deeper with this rooted, grounded connection. And already you're beginning to attract your word of the year, your fuel for 2025. As we open our hearts in gratitude and invite all of the amazing angels and guardian angels who love you unconditionally. And especially your guardian angels, we welcome and invite your soul here to lead. An awesome and amazing Archangel Metatron, right? The angel of choosing your fuel. He is here to support you in simplifying, clarifying, prioritizing you. Your fuel and your devotion to it, your fuel and your commitment to transforming anything that's not that. So in your heart temple on the center of infinity, you're surrounded in this beautiful pink light. It's a pink-white light. So maybe you see more pink, maybe you see more iridescent, maybe you see more white, whatever you see is perfect. And we open our hearts again in gratitude by placing your hands there or just your attention and saying, I am devoted to receiving. They're saying this specifically, love and my fuel for 2025 from my angels. Opening your heart to your angels' love. Again, I am devoted to receiving love and my fuel for 2025 from my angels. Aligning your mind with divine mind, with miracle mindedness. And one more time, I am devoted to receiving love and my fuel, my intention, my highest vibrational fuel for 2025 from my angels. And remember, your soul, your angels, the archangels are all on the same side. So your angels are inviting you to soften and relax. Now that you've set that devotion, you set that intention to receive your fuel, you're going to relax physically, letting all the tension go from your body. So in your heart temple on the center of infinity, are you sitting? Are you laying down? Are you standing? Whatever you see. I feel like I'm laying down. And the top of the infinity symbol is at my crown, and the bottom of the infinity symbol is at my feet, and the center of the infinity is at my sacrum. That's what I see and feel for my journey. Relax and let all the tension go from your body. Letting the angels cherish your body. Softening and welcoming emotional relaxation. Knowing there's room for all the parts that are in resistance and fear and pain. We love them all. Your angels love them all. Your soul loves them all. And as you acknowledge them, they soften and your body can relax even more. Breathe and welcome mental relaxation. So a few times breathe from your perineum, from the base of your pelvis, up your spine, through the chakras to the crown. Opening your mind. And then as you exhale, like a French press, squeezing out all the resistance to your fuel, all the pain. Nice release. Inhale, roots to crown. Exhale, surrender and release any resistance to your fuel for 2025. Chakras open. And we welcome spiritual relaxation. So whether you're sitting, standing, or laying down on the infinity symbol, let yourself release, surrender. Two things that angels are saying. Surrender any resistance to your fuel, to this intention. And then surrender, if you know what the fuel is, some of the shadow of that fuel, right? So surrender the pain, surrender the resistance, surrender the anxiety, the fear into the arms of your angels so your body can relax more, so your heart and mind can open. And you step into this spaciousness of divine order. You're exactly where you're meant to be. That's actually what the spiritual calling card, Michael and Faith, said. You're planted, even if it's uncomfortable or scary or it's filled with tension. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So let that wash over you, divine order, spiritual relaxation. And through that, you're just surrendering any fears, any resistance, any pain, layer by layer by layer, until the word lands, the fuel lands. right? So receiving your fuel for 2025 or this universal 9 that we're walking into. Don't strain, right? There you go. Trust and receive, trust and allow, trust and believe that whatever the fuel is, whatever the shadow is, you're ready. So we welcome the clarity of Metatron. He invites you now to sit up on the center of infinity so he can work with the chakras. So you can sit or stand, but I'm feeling like I'm sitting in the meditation. Oh, and he brings his cube of light. So he's in front of you. Metatron's in front of you. He's looking into your eyes with so much love, so much gratitude. He's filling you with source love and appreciation, and it's admiration and adoration, but there's another word. It's just beautiful. So taking that in, it's like this beautiful clarity. Like clarity and courage, the clarity to choose your fuel, the courage to stay devoted to it. And so now he shows you his cube of light, that glowing ball of healing light and sacred geometry. And he says, your word is in here, right? Your fuel is in here. And I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to send it through the chakras. And I'm going to infuse you with your fuel and release the shadow. This happens simultaneously. And we start up at the stellar gateway chakra, the highest point of your aura, and you're just receiving your fuel, even if it's not conscious yet, right? Receive and trust, receive and allow. Trust what you see, feel, hear, know, sense, and smell in this sacred moment in time. Metatron's cube flowing through the stellar gateway chakra, the highest point of your aura, infusing you with your fuel to the soul star to the causal, the halo. Metatron's cube feels so good through the crown, top of the head, brain, nervous system, through the third eye, inner vision, clairvoyance. So opening the claircognizance, now opening through the crown, opening the clairvoyance through the third eye. Metatron's cube into the ears, opening the clairaudience. Every chakra being infused with your fuel, so there's no mistake. Metatron's cube into the throat, which is where I feel like I always need it. Right, the clear fragrance. But also the past life healing. The fuel into the wings, your earth angel wings. Your fuel into your heart. Feels so good. That's where we're sitting right now, receiving all this love, all this beauty. Metatron's cube into the solar plexus chakra, right? He's both infusing it with your fuel, clearing the shadow of it. Metatron's cube into the navel chakra, sacral chakra, and root chakra. Metatron's cube all the way down to the earth star chakra. And I feel it kind of sitting there, right? Because the earth star chakra is what grounds your soul into your body, and your body to the earth, your soul to the earth. So we're anchoring in this fuel physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, karmically, so that it's fun and easy and joyful, even in those kind of tricky or hard moments, those stormy moments. The angels are there. So I feel your guardian angels step in and they're hugging you. They're letting you know, they're filling you with courage and love and strength and hope. And they're like, you got this. You got this, Elif. You've got this, Lauren. You've got this, Amy. You've got this, Ursula. You've got this, Gil. You've got this, Susie. You've got this, Monica. And everyone else who's connecting here. You've got this. And we have you. And again, if you have chosen your fuel, you're just bathing in it, blessing in it, melting into it, letting it infuse into you. feeling the angels of your fuel surround you. And so we begin to seal our time together, and we just ask the angels, anything else, anything else, anything else, as Michael, Archangel Michael, steps forward, recalibrating your energy body to your normal daily activities on all 4 levels of your being: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, in all directions of time, for your highest good and highest healing. And as we bring our hands to our hearts, we bow to each other, everyone here live, everyone who's ever going to connect with the replay. Know that we are here together, right? Our beautiful lights. I see us as all these, everywhere you are, I see a light. We dedicate the healing that you've received today to all our relations in all directions of time. See, feel, hear, know, and trust. Your angels are bowing to you with so much love and devotion and compassion as we seal our beautiful meditation, our inner journey with a namaste. Namaste, my friends. Okay, that's awesome. Hey, Luke, Earth Angels Unite. I love it. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, that was amazing. I love you all. I'm so grateful for you. How about transition number 99? We rocked it, huh? Okay, I have a brand new deck I'm a bit obsessed with, and I cannot stop using it. It's just called Guardian Angels, and it's by Britta Bauman. And I want to say she's English or something, because some of the different, well, there's one card that's funny, and I won't comment on it until we get it. But one card's funny. You know they're not from America, let's put it that way. And then they spell things a little bit differently. So I want to ask, right, how is it that you are feeling calm, clear, and confident about your fuel for 2025? And I hope you're going to share it with me. What did you get? I want to hear it. Oh my God, this actually looks like Metatron Melchizedek. Never too late, right? I love this because it's like, hey, if you didn't get it right now, trust it is going to land in a dream, when you're meditating, when you're taking a shower or a bath. Water opens up our intuitive channel, so you may get it then. Oh yeah, the clairsentience when he went down into the belly. Don't let past obstacles or delays make you doubt your abilities or opportunities. Each day is a new beginning, brimming with potential and possibilities. So what I feel this is, first of all, look at how cool I don't even know what he's holding. He's kind of just holding like a really cool ball of light, but it almost looks similar to Metatron's cube. It's never too late to redevote. It's never too late to recommit, right? Actually, it's funny. I never gotten this card because it's a brand new deck. This is one of my mottos. It's never too late. It's never too late to say thank you. It's never too late to say I'm sorry. It's never too late to send that card you've been thinking about, even if it's blah, 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 years later, right? It's never too late to apologize. It's never too late to say, wait, I'm going to choose my fuel, right? And commit. And so I feel like this is also a message of devote and redevote, right? It means pretend you chose your fuel and then you forgot about it for 2 months next year, which I hope doesn't happen. But if it does, it's okay. It's never too late to come back and redevote. So that's why I feel like this never too late message is. And also just feel this is sort of like wisdom. I don't know why I think this looks kind of like Metatron. Love this card. Love this deck. I already did the breakthrough conversation invitation. I have a free masterclass next week. I am so excited. It's called Archangels of Trust 101. It's free. It's Wednesday, December 18th at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5:30-ish. Sometimes it runs over a few minutes. If you're there, so if you enroll, you're going to get the replay. Whether you're there live or you're just going to connect with the replay. It's going to be a very valuable, powerful class. And if you're there live, you'll be entered to win a free angel card reading from me. And yes, I'm probably going to use this deck, but we'll see what the angels say. So I'd love for you to join us. And this is the 4th class of a series, and they're all independent. So if this is your first time connecting with me, it's all good. They're independent, and this is practice number 4. Right? Receive and trust your intuition. So these are the archangels of trust. And it's going to be all about your clairs, all about your intuition, right? The archangels, they're in how to embody their energy, how to know the angels are talking to you through their symbols, their colors, their vibration, their prayer, So we're going to have these little meta moments of them opening up our different clairs. So it's going to be so exciting. So I hope you'll join us. And then next year, Angel Reiki level 1, well, 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 begins February 1st. There's an invitation video on my YouTube Live. I've been writing blogs about it and talking about it. Oh, I left next week on episode 100. I'm going to bring the manual over. I have the manual updated and ready, and I'll show it to you guys. All right. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day and week. Next week, it's big celebrations. It's Transmission 100. And I'm changing formats next time. So Divine Dragonfly, Carrie. Oh my gosh. You know what's so funny? I felt like one of you got the fuel of unconditional love. Carrie, it's so good to see you. So please tell me what your fuel is. If you didn't get it, or maybe you're off now and you're going to come back. So put it in the comments, email me, put it on Facebook. Let me know what your fuel is. Let me know if I can support you in embodying that fuel. I have so many amazing, fun things coming up in 2025. And hopefully my second book will be done and published by then, probably the end of the year, my prayers. So I love you all. I hope you have oh yes, I forgot to tell you, mine is Unity. And there's a really cool download. If I tried, I'll remember in the next, I'm going to be talking about a lot about Unity next year, Unity or Unify, and awakening the 11 pillars in the Blessed Heart. I know, so cool. And the shadow is separation, division, kind of like all that ego stuff, right? Resistance. So I'm really excited to clear all that and get more into my Unity consciousness. So thank you for reminding me by posting that. All right. I love you. I bless you. Mwah. I send the replay in my newsletter. So if you're not signed up for it, you can do that there on my website, jillkempnerhealing.com. And I'll put all the links to the free class, the free master class, the breakthrough conversation, and the Angel Reiki information in the comments. So please remind me, angels. Okay. Love you all. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.